from the station on your side. You're watching WAVY News 10 at 6.
2 tragedies, 5 deaths, one flawed system. We're talking about the North Carolina prisons and the murders in 2017 at Bertie and Pasquotank Correctional Institutes.
Our Laura Caso has covered this issue now for nearly 3 years, and tonight she continues her investigative coverage with her special report, Prison Safety Plan, Working or Failing?
They said that Ronnie's dead.
It's the phone call that continues to haunt Daryl Nowell. Her sister, Veronica Darden, Ronnie, her nickname, was murdered inside of these prison walls at the hands of criminals.
And by me being the oldest of 5, I was their babysitter. So they were like my kids, you know? So it's like I lost one of my children.
She worked inside Pasquotank Correctional Institution for more than a decade as the sewing plant manager.
She liked her inmates. You know, she liked what she did. She liked being around the people. She liked her job.
Until it went terribly wrong.
Where are all the prisoners? Are they running loose?
Prisoners were running loose. Inmates killed Ronnie and 4 others in October 2017 during an attempted prison escape. Former prison nurse Michelle Godfrey described in court what she called a bloodbath and checking Ronnie's pulse.
When I went to open her airway, my fingers literally went into her on the left side. And that's when I told my nurse, I said, her name's been cut.
The inmates responsible were the inmates Ronnie loved.
On Thanksgiving and Christmas, she would fix dinner for him and take it to him.
And Ronnie's death came just months after Megan Callahan was killed inside of Bertie Correctional. An inmate used a fire extinguisher as the weapon. Since the beginning, Senator Bob Steinberg has been involved.
I don't think there's any question that we're going to see changes.
After receiving hundreds of letters from corrections officers and then an 80-page federal report, he's tackling prison reform. Steinberg and colleagues introduced the Prison Reform Act. Staff recruitment and retention is top priority. Some employees would get an extra $7,500 on top of a 5% pay hike.
Todd Ishii, who is now the Commissioner of Prisons, who came in from Ohio, is doing absolutely an incredible job.
It's something that I have prepared for about 30 years.
He tells me operations at 4 prison sites were suspended. That staff was diverted to a dozen other prisons. At Pasquotank alone, they've reduced the staff vacancy by 40%. But still, Ishii says staff vacancy rates are still too high. So are the number of assaults.
We've got too many staff that are being hurt too often. And that's something that we are going to throw every bit of resource we have to this year.
In 2019, however, assaults were down, a 7.2% drop in assaults on staff using weapons or the body. But prisoners are finding new ways to make weapons, like the bed springs in their cells.
At over half of our prisons, we've replaced the bed springs with a solid piece of welded metal.
And now there are 13,000 more security cameras, and the sewing plant at Pasquotank where Ronnie was killed is closed. But isn't enough for the family of those who lost their loved ones.
I feel like they're doing it slow.
I would say that I agree with her. You know, our system is very, very large. We've got over 50 prisons.
And while she waits for change, Daryl says there will never be a day she doesn't think about her best friend, the Bonnie to her Clyde, her sister Ronnie, who died doing what she loved at the hands of those she loved.
You're gonna make me cry. I'll never see her again. You know, until I go where she is. I miss her.
One of the 4 suspects, Michael Brady, has already been found guilty of 4 counts of first-degree murder. He's been sentenced to death. The second of 4 inmates accused of staging a deadly prison break attempt is expected to go on trial in March. Laura Caso, 10 on your side.